rap duos. They can either be good or they can be ass. Whenever two rappers come together and they have like such a great synergy with each other creatively, whether it be their flows or even production choices, it really does come together in a fascinating way. Or they can be ass. One of the more recent examples of this is with OKMar and 1AM. Whenever they hop on a track together, they're usually always complimenting each other due to them both having kind of similar influences while also having similar production styles. So what ends up happening is that OKMar and 1AM, whenever they hop on a track, they kind of blend in together. And it's not necessarily in a I can't tell who's rapping way. Like, they're distinct enough and yet they complement each other so well. I would literally kill for a collab album with these two on it, but that's probably not gonna happen, at least not anytime soon. So another example, though a lot more niche, is Ecstasy and Rex V2. Ironically, Ecstasy gets produced by Rex V2 a lot of the time, but even when Rex hops on a mic, Ecstasy is able to continue and or escalate the energy that he usually provides on his song, which leads to like the best shit the underground has seen recently. Too bad we won't ever probably see it again, because Ecstasy and Rex V2 were kind of beefing, although not beefing, but kind of beefing. Rex crediting a song of theirs with an Ecstasy verse as rapper instead of Ecstasy, which kind of means that something's up. And that's the worst part about these duos. Sometimes they just start falling out and then we'll never hear music from those two ever again.
You didn't stay on the same frequency?
No. It's a sad thing, you know?
Sad in what way?
The freedom that we experience from.
One of the most infamous examples of this being Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug, in which both of them was beefing pretty heavily before Quan's death, and they never resolved stuff, despite both of them making incredible music together. Speaking of Young Thug, you have the whole Lil Baby and Gunna situation going on right now, who, similarly, both of them were making incredible music together, but because of gang politics I'm not getting into right now, they're probably never gonna collab again. More recently, you have the Nettspend and osamason situation, which still fucking confuses me to this day. These two were poised as like the next 1629. Remember that shit? Niggas was talking about how they the next Carti and Uzi, the next Kenan Lone. Remember that shit? Then they like fell out sometime in 2024. Then they got back and then they fell out again. We haven't really seen much from them. Some say it's because of label things, like both of them are signed to two completely different labels, and so like the labels telling them not to get attached to each other. Some assume something happened with Nettspend and like he tried to ego osamason because he's hanging out with like Joy Division and he's associated with opium. I don't know. Be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. I just want them to make good music again. Osamason was supposed to be on Shut Up off Badass Kid, but that never dropped. So, and Net was supposed to be on I Know What You Did Last Summer, but that never dropped. So even though they're on good terms now, I doubt we ever see anything from Earl and Tyler ever again, because they've just grown so apart musically. But honestly, looking at the quality of Tyler's last two albums, I'm good off a collab, bro. You can keep that. Some people want a Tyler and Rocky album, you know, the fabled Wang Sap album, and I'm just gonna be honest, I think Tyler and Rocky are the most overrated rap duo in history. I'm not saying that just to think that they're bad. I think they work pretty good together, but I don't think they complement each other that well for not only for people to be begging for a Wang Sap album, but begging for it damn near every waking second, or hoping that there's a Tyler feature on Don't Be Dumb. I'm not saying that these two are ass together or no means whatsoever, but I definitely think that the reason these two get hyped up together so much is because of their out the studio shenanigans. These two are pretty funny together, but I'm not really worried about that when we're talking about music. What I do need dropped, and this is gonna sound very cliche, but I still kind of need that Kenan Lone project to drop. I've been waiting on that shit for 3 years. And when this shit drop, if this shit drop, I want that album to have every hit song that they've made that has not released from 2021 to now. Like, genuinely. I need Game Over. Yeah. Yeah. Game over with the eggs, man. What I say? I need a kid, BG6, she on X, man. Private jet, G6, y'all about to land. For this round trip, it's gonna take 100 grand. If that nigga broke, he don't need no pipes on his pants.
That boy need some legacy, that hoe, he not a man. And 10-5-7 hot like a Friday. And 10-5-7 pop, I just rise, man.
They bounce off each other's absurdity so well, and it's so good. And speaking of unreleased collab albums, we can't forget about one of the underground's biggest grails of all time. The SSG Kobe and Sofago collab. I think we all know why this shit ain't dropped. Look, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like these niggas ain't have hits together, okay? Demons, Late Night, Vetements. These niggas had hits, and hella chemistry too. But come on. I don't know if the allegations are true or not, but even then, it's still a crazy look for you to be collabing with the nigga who, you know. And speaking of niggas with crazy allegations, Summrs and Autumn is also an iconic duo from the underground. I feel like that's kind of cheating. Autumn is super inspired by Summrs and even makes the same type of music as Summrs. So it's kind of unfair when Summrs is literally paired up against a mirror match of himself. You know, that's kind of cheating. That being said, their old music together really is good. New music not so much, but their old music together really is some of the best work they've ever made. And then you have Yeat and September's Rich, who... Have you guys seen Soul Eater? Okay, yeah, you seen Soul Eater, right? You know the ninja nigga, Black Star? Yeah, with the like shuriken? Yeah, Yeat is the shuriken, where he's like super overpowered. And Yeat is like everything, like Yeat is very talented. September's Rich is Black Star. This duo is just like so lopsided, because Yeat every fucking time carries this nigga September's Rich on the song. It's like, why put this nigga on here if he's just ass? None of this matters, however, because 1629 clears everything I've been talking about for the past 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
I'ma break the